Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Midweek Brand Gist with Jeremy Akpomera. I am Jeremy Akpomera, lead strategist and co-founder at Brand Solutions company. We exist to help you define your brand identity and get your customers to see you as you see yourself. So, on today's topic, we're going to be talking about sensory branding. Sensory branding. Now, a lot of people are they're quick to say, branding is all about what we see. But the truth is, we gather information via 5 channels: via our eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and our skin. Now, from junior, let me call it junior school, primary school, they told us those are sense organs. In the same way, we perceive brands through these sense organs. We're going to be looking at them quickly. For most of us, we are used to sight. So that's why we have a lot of emphasis on design when it comes to branding. But the truth is, beyond just sight, there are a lot of touch points that we have missed out on because we have focused on sight. So let's go to the other touch points and let's see how we can infuse them to make our brands better. So we're going to be looking at sound, that is, use of the ear. How can you make sound appealing to make people remember your brand? So let's give a very classical example. A couple of years back, we had the Nokia brand, right? A lot of us had the Nokia phone, and in fact, if you didn't have a Nokia phone then, you didn't have a phone. Apart from the fact that it was very durable, you can actually throw it on the ground and still case it up, there was something very unique about Nokia, the Nokia tone. At a point, the Nokia tone was about the most popular sound on the planet. Why? Because it was defined for you to remember the brand. So wherever you hear the Nokia tone, even if it's not from your phone, even if someone was playing on a keyboard, what comes to your mind immediately? Nokia. So Nokia was able to harness sound to make you remember the brand. So I know I've had experiences where we hear the Nokia tone, say in a bus, in a public vehicle, and everyone is checking your pockets. Why? There is a connection between what you are hearing and what you have believed in, and now that's why you are now buying into the brand. Some other brands have tried, to, let me call it, patent certain sounds, like the Kellogg. At a point, they tried to patent the crunch sound of the cornflakes when they eat it. That was a little difficult, but the idea they were trying to sell is this sound is associated with their own brand. Okay, so for taste, that is the taste buds that we have, our mouth, certain brands have been able to do what no other brand has done. I will use Coke, for example. Now, the Coke brand, the Coca-Cola brand, does not argue in the, in quote, cola market. Why? Because it has its specific taste. All other cola drinks are, sorry to say, a step behind. They try to get the exact Coke formula, but they haven't. Why? Because Coke alone knows the combination. For them, it is a brand secret. It makes you remember them. It makes you know them. So even if you taste Coke outside its bottle, you would know that it is Coke. You understand that, right? So try to see that. Try to look at your brand from that point of view and say, okay, this is my brand. Which extra sensory touch point can I add to it to make people remember it? And the next I'll talk about is smell. A lot of times, the power of our olfactory senses are very heightened, but we don't know, because we are in this day and age. We have a lot of smells that come around, so we cannot really decipher which is which at some point. But if we take out time to develop one for your brand, it will be more than favorable for you. I'll give an example. A friend of mine, he's into fashion. He makes clothes. So we're discussing some time back, and we were saying, what can I do differently, to make my clothes better, to make people remember my brand. That's exactly what he said. And I jokingly said, you spray the clothes perfume now. We all laughed about it, but he took it seriously. Three weeks later, he started deliberately, when he makes a cloth for a client, before he packages it, he sprays it with a particular perfume. For that whole month, all the clothes he made had that perfume on it. So he now started buying that perfume, not for himself, but for his clothes. 6 months later, he got a call from someone who said the person perceived the perfume that he used on his cloth on the person and asked, did he make this cloth for you? So you understand? Now he has been able to associate that scent with his brand as a tailor. So when you perceive it outside, you don't remember the perfume, you remember the tailor. Do you understand? And finally, feeling. Our skin is the largest organ, right? Yes. Which means we do a lot of feeling, but we don't, how will I put it now, we don't harness it properly. Case in point again, Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola bottle is called the hourglass bottle. A lot of ladies want to have the Coca-Cola shape. Yes, that's the idea. But there was something that Coca-Cola did that till now still makes them stand out. The bottle was contracted to a man. I can't exactly remember his name now. But this was the work he was to do. To make you know that this is a Coke bottle when you feel it whole and when you feel it shattered. That was his work. So the idea is when you touch a Coke bottle wholly with your eyes closed, you know it. When you touch a piece of a shattered Coke bottle, you will also recognize it. So if you notice, the Coke bottle is very, very thick. That it can actually drop from your hand, hit a tarred road, and still be whole. Which means it takes a lot to shatter it. In the long run, when you are able to reach that point where you can recognize a part of your brand from, in quotes, a piece of it, you'll be able to say, you know what, fine, I can leave my brand in the market and know that people will know it with their eyes closed. So the idea really is not just about going more than sight, but actually maximizing each of these touch points. Have you ever asked yourself why you walk past a bakery and 8 out of 10 times you need to advise yourself to not go back to buy bread? Why? Because the scent from the bakery is calling you literally. They don't have to do adverts. Someone doesn't have to be ringing bell and say, bread for sale. No need. The scent is already doing all the adverts that can be done. Have you also asked yourself why you enter some homes or some rooms and see they smell like hospital? There's a particular disinfectant that is being used here that you have associated with the institution or the building or the place called the hospital. So if you can create a touch point outside just the regular, your brand visual designs, whether as a sound, a particular smell, something that you can taste, or a feeling, you will be able to harness a whole new world of brand awareness and perception for your brand. Are we together? So the idea for us now is to go past the regular. Everyone is doing brand designs, amazing visual designs, which are really good. But now, what makes you different? If everyone is to stand with their design, would you still bring your own equally amazing design and be like the rest? Or say, see, guys, I have a design, but it's an extra for my brand. So I hope we have been able to pass value across. Think about it, take time. If you have challenges as to which exact touch point you feel will be best for your brand as it concerns sensory branding, please reach us and we'll be glad to help. So see you next time. God bless you.